Hi. Hello. Is anyone awake? Is anyone home? Does anyone want to talk? Hello, Kayla. Hello. Thank you, Petey. What up, Chazelle? Hello, Plus Size in Chicago. Hello, Plume Report. Hello, Brenna, Sierra, Moody Leo, all in my worlds. Hello. Yes, this is like a dress shirt that I got from Ross. So shout out to Ross. Oh my god, do we have the same shirt from Ross? That's adorable. Wait, someone said that they're in bed inside of an SUV. Is that the case? I'm dead at everybody who was in the last chat though, because that was really crazy. Like, I did not expect to see Avery. Like, I really did not expect to see him. Like, yo, can I tell you, I deaded a dude recently because he tried to make me feel bad for like not wanting to shower like every day. Like, he was like, I shower like 3 times a day, and I was like, that's too much. And he was like, I don't think so. He's like, I feel like you're nasty if you don't take more than 2. If you don't take at least 2, and he goes, 2 is kind of like low to me. And I was like, 2 showers? I mean, I get it. Like, low-key, I should take a shower tonight. You feel me? In my opinion. Just because I did work hard. It was a sweaty day. But if I shower in the morning, the only person that's gonna know is the damn bed and my boo-boo, who is smelling my sweaty body. I just feel like that's a deal breaker for me. Like, I couldn't be with a nigga that showers twice a day. Like, I feel like that's ideal for a lot of people, but I feel like I couldn't be with a nigga that showers twice a day and who requires me to shower twice a day. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what up, sloppy hoe? Thank you. It's melted off for the most part, but it's still, you know, still trying to do its thing. PD, here's the thing. I feel like pussy... What does a pussy stinking smells like, real talk? Because people be saying that a stank pussy smells like fish, and in my honest to God opinion, I feel like when my pussy doesn't smell all the way right, it smells salty. It don't smell like salt fish. It smells acidic. You know what I mean? It doesn't smell like fish though. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of a fucked up smell, I think, for people to try to say, because, you know, real talk, fish smells good. Actually, have you ever walked into a Long John Silver's, bitch? Why do people go to Red Lobster? I don't know. For the fish. So, fuck out of here. Niggas love fish. Sidebar, Mama T, you had me crying in the last Periscope. I have to take a moment of silence out for you. I'm not even gonna get my snacks till I tell you about yourself, bitch. You had me dying laughing. You said, we, me and the kids, bitch. Exactly. I'm sitting here like, he said mom. He didn't say wife. I looked at his hands. They were moisturized. And what? Ringless, bitch. He free. So, as far as I'm concerned, I really think that when he said that we looking for a house, I think he's talking about him and the kids. You know what I mean? You know how rich people be. They be asking the kids, do you want a terrace, Bobby? Do you want a Juliet balcony? So I really feel like that's what it is. I feel like he rich, and he asking his child, you know what I mean, what they want to live like. You know, what they trying to do, where they trying to be at. So, that's what I think. People be talking shit about you trying to like fuck with like a married man, but I think sometimes they just don't want to be real about the fact that there's married mans out here that don't give a fuck about the marriage. It's mad married niggas out here who do not care about the fucking marriage. Does that mean I should care about the marriage? I do, because that's how I am. But I could understand a bitch not really giving a fuck about the goddamn marriage, because he don't give a fuck about the goddamn marriage. You feel me? It's like, what the fuck? That's like if a nigga hit me up and is like, oh, you want to be like, yo, you want to kick it? And it's like, okay, word. Because it's like, that's what I'm consenting to. The, oh, you want to kick it with a free nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But once I see a leash, once I see a collar, once I see a name tag with a fucking address, bitch, I'll give his ass back. But if you find a cute puppy out in the streets, you know what I mean? You can play with him for a couple hours, you know what I mean? It's no harm to the owner. And if they was looking, they would have found his ass and snatched him back. I'm playing, I'm being shady. But I will say this, I feel like it is a true test of character for you to know that a nigga got a wife, and also how you find out is also like part of your character, in my opinion, because I feel like I was not rushing. I didn't, like, I'm not even talking about I'm not talking about pork chop no more. I'm talking about Kevin Hart, the little Kevin Hart little dude who was trying to talk about something. He was trying to fuck me inside of a damn storage facility and shit like that. Girl, I'm like, bitch, this is not Saw, bitch. You're not about to put me in no motherfucking boiler room and then I wake up and I gotta gnaw off my motherfucking ankles so I can get free. I don't fuck with nothing scary. I was like, I'm Gucci, actually Jigsaw. Thank you. Scary ass. The thing that killed me is like we have been talking for months. Like, how do you talk to a nigga for months and you got engaged literally 3 weeks beforehand, and I would not have known you even had a boo-boo or anybody had I not been like, are you seeing anybody? I just was like direct as fuck with it because he was like getting real reckless. He was trying to touch the sweat on my arms. And I was like, nigga, do not be taking DNA from my body. You're already taking somebody else's DNA. You're already sucking and licking and eating on somebody else's DNA. Do not take my DNA. And I was just sweating. I was looking good. I was like, it was like a sweat highlight. So it was a swilight. And I was out here swilighting and everybody was gagging and loving it. And he gonna touch my arm talking about some, wow. He's like, you're really sweating. And I was like, you didn't need to touch me to know that, bitch. You don't have any glasses. You don't wear contacts. Bitch, you have perfect eyesight, and I know you can fucking see me swilighting. So get the fuck. Like, are you seeing anybody? He was gonna try to pop off and be like, oh, I actually just got engaged. Bark, 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 bark. This dog don't stop. How the fuck? How you gonna say actually you just got engaged after a conversation where we talk about fucking? I would have, like, in that instance, I would have lied. I would have lied and then would have never talked to me again. I would have been like, nope, I'm single as fuck and I'm about to go bleach my asshole. Bye. And walk the fuck away. Because it's like, that is so embarrassing. Like, you, like, now you want to claim a bitch? You want to claim a bitch all of a sudden when you're trying to claim my pussy? What the fuck? When a nigga, like, tells you some shit like that, it's like only how many modes you can have. You know what I mean? I feel like in terms of like acceptable mode so that nigga don't stop talking to you, as if I cared about that. I was just kind of just like, wow. I was just Ayanla to the bullshit, okay? I was like, not on my watch, but okay, bitch. Say your shit, but not on my watch. As he's talking to me, I'm just like, how does that make you feel? That sounds terrible. Bitch, I don't know what the fuck else to say. So I was like, that's cute that you're engaged. I don't think he's poly. Y'all are so cute. Y'all are so nice. Y'all are so naive. I appreciate that. I'm at a point in my life where it's like, if you're gonna come at me with some bullshit, we're gonna talk about it. Because I want you to know that when we stop fucking with each other, when we stop talking, it's because of a long lineage of bullshit that you've embodied in my fucking presence. So, you know, he's gonna tell me that he engaged. I'm like, oh, well, tell me about that, bitch. Tell me right now. What's going on? Okay. And then I was like, well, you know what? I was like, honestly, I appreciate you for telling me you're married. Congrats. I really don't see myself fucking you because I feel like now that I know you're engaged, it just feels really icky. And he was like, word, I respect that. And it was just kind of like, I knew he really didn't. I knew it was a ding, that's the lie. I knew he was lying. And why the fuck when I told him that I'm moving to Colorado, bitch, he's like all of a sudden back on the shits where he thinks we're gonna fuck. And I'm just kind of like, the shade of it all is, I would have fucked you. But you done told me all your fucking business. I wish he would have fucking lied to me low key because I really would have just loved to make out with him and just like keep his ass like just at that level. Like just do a good ass make out, have him feeling all fucked up, have him feeling like we gotta be like about to fuck. I want to get him all the way to that point, bitch. I want to suck on that nigga ear. I want to fucking squeeze on that nigga neck. I want to make him think that his life is in danger. But then, right when I feel the eggplant on my leg, that's when I'm going to be like, bye. Good night. Take care. That's what I'm gonna do. Because fuck out of here, bitch. That's a mess. Like how though? Y'all got me that because it's like how do y'all go from I'm not gonna fuck this nigga to I should go and tell his fucking fiance? Do y'all know what kind of Carly Red fucking type level of detective work that would take for me to find the bitch and then to find a good time to tell the bitch? Y'all acting like my ass ain't got shit to do. I'm dead. Put your perfume in his shoes, bitch. Oh my god. What kind of goofy shit? I wish I would. I'll spray that nigga with some Febreze. It does suck that she doesn't know. But my thing is at the same time, it's like that scene in Being Mary Jane when Mary Jane rolled up on Avery and told Avery straight up, like, I've been sleeping with your husband. Like, are you aware that I've been sleeping with your husband? It's like, bitch, first of all, what kind of shit is that? Because why the fuck, like, how, if she was aware, she probably would have popped up on you, bitch. You know what I mean? It's like, what kind of question is that? Wait, Anna, are you being 100% serious? Like, I'm fucking dead. I don't even know that nigga real name. I'm like, how did you find her? Nuh-uh. I'm fucking gagging! And I can't deal. I need proof. I need an email. marfmullo@gmail.com. Don't play me. See, Soul Type, but that's the thing though. I didn't do shit with him, so I don't feel like she could really do anything to me because I didn't really snatch. I didn't do shit to him or with him, but at the same time. Yo, send that shit right now. Kayla, I'm dead. All right, I just like plugged in my shit. I was like, hold on, I want the notification. My experiences like dating white men has afforded me way more like access versus dating black men. Whereas like in my opinion, like rather in my experience, every single time I've ever dated a black man, it's been some bullshit. And I'm gonna say it's been some bullshit because I feel like when I was dating them, I always felt like if I asked questions too soon, I'm gonna seem crazy or extra or blowing it or, you know, thinking about it too much or making it too deep. You know what I mean? So I feel like every relationship I've ever had with a black man led me down a path of some bullshit because I ended up being lost in the motherfucking sauce, bitch. Like I ended up being lost in the sauce off some shit where like I just felt like if I asked, we wouldn't even have a relationship. Like if I even asked you what the fuck we were doing, you would probably cut me the fuck off. And isn't that fucking a shame? Where like you can't even be like, what are we? And not even what are we, but on some like, what do I mean to you? What do you want from your relationships? Yes, what are your intentions? Dating black men can feel like if you're on some godly level. Exactly. Oh my God, yes. If you're not, yes. Oh my God, I just feel like, real talk, I feel like I get hit on by like the most thirstiest niggas just looking for a fat light-skinned bitch or any light-skinned fat person to validate their sexuality because they're too scared to try to go and date a thin person or a person that's as attractive as me but not as fucking fat as me or smaller than me rather. Like I just really feel like sometimes niggas be like, oh word, like I could probably pull this bitch. And it's like, damn. I disagree. I don't think it's just light skinned. I feel like niggas that are into fat bitches are into fat bitches. Period. It's very rare a nigga is gonna cross over randomly in his life. It's very usual that like niggas that like fat bitches and that's that. You know what I mean? And if you're a light skin, if people like light skinned fat bitches, I feel like that's also a subset. That's a subset. There's a subset. There's a subset of niggas that like fat bitches, but they gotta be white because think about how many white dudes you know that are dating fat white bitches. Fat white bitches have no hard time. They have no hard time because the barrier is just fatness. There's a lot of niggas that'll be like, you know what? I'm not gonna date the thinnest bitch, but I'm gonna date a white bitch who is fat. And then from there, I believe it's like, I think like it runs the gamut. Like I'm not gonna say if you date a white bitch, you'll date a lighter skinned bitch, but I'll say that like if you're dating a lighter skinned bitch, you may not date a darker skinned bitch. You may not. It's one of those situations where it's like you may be a color-struck ass piece of shit, you may be a fucking racist. But I think like there are layers to the shit. But I think like fat and not white is definitely different than not white. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like being light-skinned doesn't just automatically make you attractive. Obviously, we know this. Being fat and light-skinned, it does not cancel itself out and make me like average. It doesn't work like that. It really doesn't. Like I think like people really do expect me to like live up to my face. They're like, okay, your face is fat, but it's like still together. Why can't your body be like together? Like that's like really how people really feel. So I mean, I wanted to say like I had an issue because like there was a whole thing where people were talking about like acceptability of like anger and how light-skinned women across the board could be angry and it be more acceptable than like, or rather, it's just like, it said light skin, just like all together. And whereas with every other demographic, it was like thin, white person, fat, medium toned person. I don't know. Black girl for real. Halicias, thank you, bitch. I appreciate you for coming in here with your snatched ass lips and saying some kind of shit. Because I didn't know how the fuck you're gonna go. I didn't know if you were gonna jump out the window right now. I didn't know what the fuck was gonna happen with me and you. But I'm happy that it was cute and it was nice. What a blessing. So, you know, y'all know these bitches be coming in here mad thin trying to say some ugly shit to me. So you really never know. So I was like, just saying. You never fucking know. Reverend, what is up, little Mackay Pfeiffer, older brother, daddy looking ass? I'm dead. Well, thank you. You know what? Honestly, I prefer fat. You know, I am a fat bitch. I'm gonna keep it real. Well, thank you. I don't look like Adele, but thank you. Alicia's, I would not try you, bitch. I don't know you. I know being fat doesn't mean you're ugly, but also I feel like I was saying before, I feel like saying that someone is like light skinned does not erase like body politics. Like, I feel like it's crazy to think that there's not a thin, darker skinned woman out there that's not pulling niggas and having a more like diverse dating pool than me, because I think the reality is I gotta have a nigga who not only is okay, like not okay, but like into fatness, and then also not fucking racist. You feel me? Like, that's really where I'm at, though. Like, I feel like these niggas, like, I gotta find someone that's, like, not, like, a fat shamer and not fucking racist. Like, what the fuck? Like, bitch, that's so much. And I'm poor? Fuck. And I'm poor, bitch. And real talk, I feel like, honestly, my foot has been killing me. I'm, like, really thinking about mobility these days. I'm like, bitch, what does it look like to be disabled, fat, poor, black, femme? What does this all look like to find somebody? What does it look like? Getting back to, I can't remember who said it, and when you pop up and I see you, I'm gonna know who said it. When I see Black Girl, it was Black Girl in the chat who said this, saying like, when darker skinned people like you don't want to be the light skin. I think about that shit all the time. Like, whenever, like, a lot of the men that approach me are darker skinned men, and I'm into it, I'm down, but I be feeling like, low-key, like, this one dude in particular, like, every fucking conversation we have, we be talking about me being light-skinned, talking about me maintaining my light-skinnedness, and I'm like, what are you talking about maintaining, bitch? Like, ain't nobody out here trying to fucking sleep with peroxide wipes and shit like that. Ain't nobody trying to get lighter in this bitch. But, like, I don't know, like, I think, like, he's trying to be funny, but I feel like at the same time, like, I think he's trying to, like, just, like, remind me that I'm light-skinned, and I feel like I don't forget. Like, I know, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like there is an obsession there. I feel like there are darker skinned folks who have an obsession with lighter skinned people, and like the validation that seemingly we hold, you know, in terms of like their acceptability. So I feel like I don't want to be making fun of that too much, because I feel like the reality is, it's like, I feel like darker skinned people are totally like told all the time that like lighter skinned people are just like more valuable and seemingly better in some fucked up ass way. And I feel like the manifestations of that, like the ways that like darker skinned people relate to other people of color and lighter skinned people, I feel like I don't want to paint that as coming from some hurt place, because I feel like it's coming from a multifaceted place. I feel like, what does it look like when people are constantly telling you that you don't measure up because of your skin tone? What does it look like when your skin tone bars you from employment, bars you from the desire, bars you from access to education? Like, what do you do when like you're sitting here and you're seeing people who are lighter skin excel, and you know, based on comments you've received and the ways that you've been treated, that it has everything to do with your darker skin? So I feel like, with that being said, I think it's hard to really, you know, I think it's hard to reconcile with that, because I think at the same time, I think darker skinned people desiring me makes me feel a lot of ways, because I feel like in ways I'm flattered, because I feel like being a fat person, when people are attracted to me, a lot of times they won't even fucking tell me. I feel like when you're fat and attractive, or fat and being attracted by somebody, or rather when you're fat and someone is attracted to you, I think people are very ashamed of talking to you about your fatness or talking to you about your desire. So I feel like when people are attracted to me, I really am excited, because I'm like, what does this mean? Because I feel like it's something that didn't happen organically to me as a kid. I think there's a lot of people who organically had relationships when they were younger, had boyfriends and girlfriends when they were in grade school, got to have that awkward exchange of, what does this all mean? And I feel like for myself, I didn't really seriously date until college. And I feel like even seriously date is kind of hilarious, because I feel like I had my first kiss in college. I had my first fuck in college. I had my first boyfriend in college. Like, I feel like a lot of things didn't pop off for me until I was like 17, 18 years old. Just like to finish my point, like when darker skinned people are interested in me, I think I just like wonder I think more than anything, like what does this mean? Because I feel like at the same time, just because a darker skinned person is interested in me doesn't mean that they're still not devaluing me the way that darker skinned people or people of color in general are discarded. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's very real that, like, a lot of times, like, these black men are not even coming into my life to be with me. They want to take from me. They want to lie with me. They want to enjoy my company for some time, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they want to be in my life. So I feel like, with that being said, I think, you know, it's such a wild ass way to, like, be existing. Like, I feel like I could spend a lot of time talking about a lot of interactions with masculine people. Like, you know, I could talk about, like, being in abusive ass, like, relationships with white men. I could talk about getting ghosted on by, like, black men once they find out that I'm woke and I give a fuck. About, like, our fucking collective liberation. I could talk about black men thinking that fucking is only penetration and has nothing to do with oral. I could definitely talk about the wayward ass things that I've definitely engaged in my sexual relationships. I'm rolling a spliff. Do y'all even know what the fuck a blunt is? Have y'all ever seen a blunt? Cause I wanna know. Cause y'all niggas out here sounding like y'all never smoked a blunt. Because when the fuck has a blunt been white, ma? But if I shower in the morning, the only person that's gonna know is the damn bed and my boo-boo, who is smelling my sweaty body. I just feel like that's a deal breaker for me. Like, I couldn't be with a nigga that showers twice a day. Like, I feel like that's ideal for a lot of people, but I feel like I couldn't be with a nigga that showers twice a day and who requires me to shower twice a day. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what up, sloppy hoe? Thank you. It's melted off for the most part, but it's still, you know, still trying to do its thing. PD, here's the thing. I feel like pussy... What does a pussy stinking smells like, real talk? Because people be saying that stank pussy smells like fish, and in my honest to God opinion, I feel like... Hi. Hello. Is anyone awake? Is anyone home? Does anyone want to talk? Hello, Kayla, hello. Thank you, PD. What up, Chazelle? Hello, Plus Size in Chicago. Hello, Plume Report. Hello, Brenna. Sierra, Moody Leo, all in my worlds. Hello. Yes, this is like a dress shirt that I got from Ross. So shout out to Ross. Oh my God, do we have the same shirt from Ross? That's adorable. Wait, someone said that they're in bed inside of an SUV. Is that the case? I'm dead at everybody who was in the last chat though, because that was really crazy. Like, I did not expect to see Avery. Like, I really did not expect to see him. Like, yo, can I tell you, I deaded a dude recently because he tried to make me feel bad for, like, not wanting to shower, like, every day. Like, he was like, I shower, like, 3 times a day. And I was like, that's too much. And he was like, I don't think so. He's like, I feel like you're nasty if you don't take more than 2. If you don't take at least 2, and he goes, 2 is kind of like low to me. And I was like, 2 showers? I mean, I get it. Like, low-key, I should take a shower tonight. You feel me? In my opinion. Just because I did work hard. It was a sweaty day. But my pussy doesn't smell all the way right. It smells salty. It don't smell like salt fish. It smells acidic. You know what I mean? It doesn't smell like fish though. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of a fucked up smell, I think, for people to try to say. Because, you know, real talk, fish smells good. Actually, have you ever walked into a Long John Silver's, bitch? Why do people go to Red Lobster? I don't know. For the fish. So, fuck out of here. Niggas love fish. Sidebar, Mama T, you had me crying in the last Periscope. I have to take a moment of silence out for you. I'm not even gonna get my snacks till I tell you about yourself, bitch. You had me dying laughing. You said, we, me and the kids, bitch. Exactly. I'm sitting here like, he said mom. He didn't say wife. I looked at his hands. They were moisturized. And what? Ringless, bitch. He free. So, as far as I'm concerned, I really think that when he said that we looking for a house, I think he was talking about him and the kids. You know what I mean? You know how rich people be. They be asking the kids, do you want a terrace, Bobby? Do you want a Juliet balcony? So I really feel like that's what it is. I feel like he rich, and he asking his child, you know what I mean, what they want to live like. You know, what they trying to do, where they trying to be at. So, that's what I think. People be talking shit about you trying to, like, fuck with, like, a married man. But I think sometimes they just don't want to be real about the fact that there's married mans out here that don't